Today is officially day one of starting a new business. It's been honestly feels kind of like a breakup. Like your heart hurts. My heart's been like feeling like there's an openness there, and every single time I see something with our old company or whatever, it's just um, it's a little bit raw. Uh, but today a lot of exciting stuff happened. So Mackenzie and I really just went back to, we have a process that we crafted over the last, really it was a few months or whatever, but and I'm sure it's been years in the making, but essentially it's a focus of having um, your logic and your emotion and making decisions off of that. So for example, um, maybe someone presents something to me like, hey, do you want to go do XYZ? Or maybe I want to do something. What I do is I have a list of items where if I'm not having a certain feeling, emotion, and I'm not doing a certain action, the logic, then I'm able to essentially I'm able to put this experience through this formula, and it helps me decide whether it's aligned or not aligned. And then obviously there's a lot of initial gut feelings that go into making those decisions. And so it's been actually really nice to have that, so that it comes back to our business in saying, cool, what's the next step? What am I going to do next? And so doing that, essentially what happened is when it comes to my feelings and the emotion side, and then essentially what I want to be doing in the logical side, I was just able to really identify kind of those next steps, like what's really given me a lot of excitement and energy behind the business that we've started and I've been a part of for the last couple of years. What are the things I haven't liked so much and that I would shift and change if I could? And then also, what do I actually want to be doing for people? What's the change, the shift, and um, the difference that I can make in the world? So we've been really focusing on dialing those in and getting really clear on it. And what's cool is going back to, it's really nice to know, and I think anybody out there that is also in a similar situation, or possibly whether you're going through it now or you are going through it at another point in time, or you have been through it, maybe you can relate. But essentially, I've written a book for myself through all the experience that I have, and everybody has that. Everyone's written themselves basically a letter for the future, where it's like all the tools and resources you need to be able to create and to build are inside of you, or you can tap into easily. So the way I see it is like, whether it's through my network, whether it's through my past experiences, whether it's through what I've learned in education and tools and resources that I have everything within my grasp that I need in order to create the life that I want to live. Um, and so today was kind of spent diving into that space, diving into my tools and resources. Like, what do I really like? Where do I get a lot of energy from as I think about it? What excites me every single day? And so coming back to that and going through my logical and emotional process of saying, what's the next step? It's really made it a lot more clear. And luckily we have some tools and resources. This is a new business model I'm working on. Super excited to share this when it's up and ready. I just got a couple things I need to prove out before I really launch it all. But you guys will see it here soon. If not, maybe I've released it before this video. Um, but it's all around entrepreneurship and a startup business, which is what I've been really, really passionate about. Coming from the door-to-door space, door-to-door is a huge passion of mine. I mean, I think that it is one of the best resources for getting what you want and learning and having life experiences in a microwave almost, of teaching you how to be the best person you can be, really focus on yourself, take responsibility for everything that happens, and like I said, microwave your results through life. It's a quick way to gain a lot of experience. And I related a lot of it to door to door because of what door to door did, and I think it is one of the best, platforms and resources that you could ever use in getting somewhere or learning something about yourself and growing in that way. But in a broader perspective, really any kind of entrepreneur or startup business will help you do that. I see it as like if you're willing to, I guess there's a definition that I'd actually wrote down here I really like. That the definition of an entrepreneur is really someone who is designing new products or services. So I see it as someone that's like selling something, maybe starting their own business, or like selling themselves, which might be a new product. Even though you're selling something that's been around for a while, I see you selling yourself and learning how you work that process as being an entrepreneur. But essentially, as someone who's designing new products and services under the conditions of extreme uncertainty. And so that extreme uncertainty is really important in door-to-door sales, in any kind of startup entrepreneur business. The uncertainty is like the most certain thing there, is that you really don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of things that you can do to control and train and prepare, but there's a lot of stuff that is unforeseeable. There's a lot of tools and resources that are unavailable, or you don't know where to find them. And so this new business that I'm really, the angle that I'm trying to go down is focused on how can we make a better experience for these entrepreneurs and startup business owners, or people that are on that path. So anybody that's really under like $20 million of revenue that haven't really felt like they've gotten a repeatable and scalable business. If you feel like you're still searching and you're missing you're throwing darts at a dartboard and you're missing sometimes, and you can't really find a scalable part of your business that's reliable, then I want to create a service. I want to help those people. And that's essentially what we were doing with the previous company that I was with. We just focused on a specific niche. And so my goal is to essentially expand that in certain ways, and we'll actually try it out with different niches and prove the process first, so that way I know that I have the experience and that it's been proven that I can continue to do that same thing over and over again, and not just only be able to do it in just door to door. So it's really exciting to think about. I'm excited to get it started. I appreciate any support from the people that are watching this. It's been, this is day one. The video from day zero might not even be released. It's a little bit emotional, but I'm excited, and hopefully this goes somewhere. But who knows? This was only one day of business writing and whatnot. Maybe there's a whole nother avenue that ends up opening up because this doesn't work out, and I'm happy to explore it and run down it if I need to. So hope this has been insightful learning about that, and I hope to help anybody that needs any other services, or if I can give you some insights on things that you're struggling with, if I can serve you in your business in any way, your startup as an entrepreneur, any kind of uncertainty or scalability that you feel like is important, I'm happy to help. So feel free to reach out. Love you guys. Talk to you later.